Hello everyone. So today we'll start another topic which I called algebra. Yeah, so what do we mean by algebra? So algebra is just, the coming together of terms, like two or more terms with that terms can be number, figure, together. So that's an algebra. So for example, let's say I have 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1, you see, we combine a lot of things here. We combine figures, we combine variables, we combine we combine it with a sign or an addition sign, and also we have another figure 1, another number we can call number to. So here we have two constant, which is 2 and 1, and we have one variable. So I can say this, for example, is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression is one or more terms that contains a variable, right? So before we move on, let me just tell you some of the terms that we normally use in algebra. So for example, this 2x, the x here is what we call the variables. So variables are the unknowns. They're the unknowns, right? So what we're looking for. And these two that we have here, 2 is called the coefficient, right? So it's called the coefficient of x. So let's move on. So what are the things that we can do, in algebra? We can add, we can subtract, we can divide, we can multiply. So operations in algebra. So the first thing I'll be talking about is addition. We can add together, e.g. So let's say I have 2a plus 5a. So how do we do this? So because the variable that we have, they are the same, so we said that here we have like terms. So the variable here are the same, so therefore we can add them together. So how do we solve this? 2a plus 5a. You can solve it like this. You take the coefficient. I believe you remember what a coefficient is. So you take it, you add it together, and you pick one of this because they are the same, right? So now we have 2 plus 5. Then we'll pick 1. So that will give us, what is 2 plus 5? Anybody? Okay, 7. 7a. So therefore, we can conclude that 2a plus 5a is equals to 7a. Yes, this is correct. We are correct because, we are adding like terms. We can only add, note, we can only add like terms together. I believe we get that. So the next operation we can do under algebra is what we call subtraction. subtraction, e.g., let's say I have 5a minus 2a, right? So because the terms are the same, I can subtract. So also it's like 10. So what you have to do is to take the coefficient. You take 5 first, then you subtract 2, then you write 1a. 5 minus 2 is 3a. So therefore 5a minus 2a will give us 3a. I believe we get that. Also, the next thing we can do, we can multiply. Multiplication. Let's say, e.g., I have 2a multiplied by 3a. So for multiplication, you can either multiply like terms, like terms, or unlike terms. But because I'm only dealing with like terms for now, so I won't talk about unlike terms. So if I want to multiply this because they are like terms, right? I will take 2 times 3 and 8 times a. So that will give me 2 times 3 is 6. 8 times a is a square. So let me tell you some of the rules that we normally use in algebra. Rules in algebra. So let's say we have a raised to power m times a raised to power n. So this will give us a raised to power m plus n, because this is what we call the base. So when you have a raised to power something, sorry for the digress, right? So I just need to digress and quickly explain this because I want to show you how I got a square, right? So this is called the base. This a, we call them base. This m and n is what we called the power. So if the base are the same, then you can add the power. Also, if I have a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, that will be a raised to power m minus n. If I have a raised to power m bracket n, that will be a raised to power mn. If I have a, so this can also be a raised to power m over a raised to power n. So it's still the same. So a raised to power 0 is 1. What else? Yeah, these are the ones that we usually use, that we use often. Yeah. So that's how we're able to go to get 6a squared, because 6a, this one is just power 1. So we had the 1 together. That's 6a squared. Because it has just 1 power. A raised to power 1 is a. So let's move on. Also, we can divide. So the fourth operation. So please, you need to know this rule, right? And also we use some sign as well. If you have both signs to be the same, is always plus. If the sign are different, is negative. So the fourth operation we can do is what we call division. Yes. Let's say I have 2a over 4a. So how do we divide this? Like what we said, using rule start 2, right? So this is a raised to power 1, a raised to power 1, right? So let's deal with the variables first. So that'll be 2 over 4. A raised to power 1 over a raised to power 1 is a raised to power 1 minus 1, using this rule. m over n. So our n is 1, m is 1. So that was 2 over 4 a raised to power 0. And a raised to power 0 is 1. Yeah, so this is 2 over 4. So that's 2 over 4. But we know something, that 2 over 4 is the same thing as 2 times 2. So if I divide by 2, 1, divide by 2, 1. So I have 1 over 1 times 2. That's 1 over 2.